Hi, my name is Ted Carr. I'm with Berkeley Law and Technology Group. I'm a partner of the firm, and I focus on patents and trademarks primarily, trade secrets and copyrights as well. We're an intellectual property boutique, and so we specialize in these areas. Today, we're going to talk about a question that often comes to me. Someone will reach out via email or they'll call and they'll say, I own a trademark registration and I think someone is infringing on my mark. What should I do? And oftentimes they are ready to send a cease and desist letter right away. And I would say we are likely going to get to the point where we send a cease and desist letter, but we want to do some research before we jump into that. The first thing we need to be mindful of is trademark rights can vest or accrue based on use of a mark. So someone could be using the mark in commerce and have trademark rights, but not register it at a state level or at the federal level and still have common law trademark rights. So we need to do some research to figure out when did they form their business? When did they start using that mark relative to when we filed and registered our mark? Is our mark even registered? Do we have vested rights that we can rely upon other than our common law right, which we can certainly rely upon? So there are some factors to consider in terms of whether or not we have priority in order to send a cease and desist letter. The other factor would be how similar is this other mark to our mark? Is it the same or is it very similar? And how similar are the goods and services with which the other mark is being used? So for instance, if they're in a completely unrelated area, then there may be less likelihood of confusion. And so it may be a bit more of an uphill battle for us if we're trying to enforce. Now, if our mark is famous, then we don't care necessarily whether or not it's in a different class of goods and services or totally unrelated, because we could rely on the fame of our mark to enforce for dilution of our trademark. So there's some factors and considerations that need to be evaluated before we go send a cease and desist letter. But oftentimes it doesn't take very long for us to get through that process. We can establish priority. It's excellent if we already have a trademark registration. There's some presumptions of exclusive rights to use the mark, subject to someone's common law rights. But those are the factors that we're going to consider. We'd be happy to help you if you have an issue where you think you need to send a cease and desist letter. I would recommend that you use legal counsel. You can reach us. We handle cease and desist letters several a week. Our number is 503-439-6500. That's 503-439-6500. Or you can email us at info@bltg-ip.com. So that's info@bltg-ip.com. Thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe because we have a lot of different video content coming out on intellectual property rights, and we'd be happy to share that with you. You just have to like or subscribe so that you get notified when the new content comes out. Thank you.